Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here on the main motherfucking channel. I'm here with General Jared. Jared, what's going on there?
All good, mate. Time to fucking bury WWE for fuck's sake.
We got the
Time some of that
We got the dark horse in the house. Dark horse, how you been, brother?
Pretty good. Be honest, I haven't been watching WWE, but I'll just wing it, man.
You know what? Nobody else has been watching it either. There, I've been watching it, I guess, but I've been falling asleep on the damn shows. You know what I'm saying?
On a pay-per-view main event too, right?
Pay-per-view main event, pass right the fuck out. Same thing Monday night. It's AJ Styles at six-man tag, fucking passed out on the main event. Woke up at like 11:30, had to friggin' rewind that shit. By the time I went to bed, it was midnight and got a few hours of sleep. I was all fucked up just to watch some shit garbage wrestling there. The point of this video was about the supposed new era. Not the modern era, people. This is the new era. Is there really a big difference? Like the PG era, they refer to it as the modern era. Jerry, your people over there, you've mastered the English language before my people. I'm a French Canadian there. Is there a big difference between modern era and new era?
No, there's no difference at all.
It's pretty much the same fucking thing, right?
Yeah, and I have no idea why they're saying this is the new era or whatever. Your new era sucks. That's what it is. Your new era sucks. There is no difference between a modern or a new era. I don't know why WWE is painting this as... Wasn't this supposed to be the reality era as well? Didn't they say it was supposed to be the reality era?
Well, shouldn't they have a name like that for it? It's like saying, oh, this isn't the freaking dark era, it's the black era now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking shit, pretty much. But let me tell you real quick there what I think of this era. I think it's we have fuck all left on the roster. Everybody's gone or fucking injured or whatever. And we brought up a bunch of jobbers era. I think that's what the era is, Jerry. You got guys like AJ Styles that are good in the ring, right? But they're not all good like this. These new age guys there. What do you think, Jared? This fucking era there.
I'm completely sick of it. I don't understand why. Like, this is the problem, right? It's all well and good having these guys doing their flips and shit, right? But the problem is there's no story. There's no story behind this new era. There's none of that shit. This era sucks. Since after WrestleMania, I have had an extremely hard time watching Raw. People are saying it's amazing. People are saying they love it. Here's the news flash, folks. It fucking sucks. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It's crap. Okay? There ain't no story involved in this. I mean, the story's garbage, okay? They single-handedly ruined the debut of the Bullet Club by having them say, well, AJ Styles, you know, shit like that. What was it? AJ Styles, he's not with them. Oh, I don't need you. Then he's with them. Then he's fighting alongside them on Raw. Then he's fighting. Why didn't you not just in the main event have the Bullet Club, not even show the Bullet Club, have them spontaneously show up out of nowhere? It would have been 10 times more cooler, okay? But they don't do that because WWE ain't got a fucking clue what they're doing. And at the end of the day, WWE, your new era sucks. I'm sick of these wrestlers that are on here. And the same thing week in and week out. The start of Raw, Shane or Stephanie come out. Then another wrestler comes out. Then another one. It's like a fucking train train station on the start of Raw, okay? It's like a goddamn train station. I'm sick of this crap. I'm sick of the way WWE is right now, and I'm fucking sick of it. I cannot watch this show for the god life of me. I cannot watch it, okay? Vince McMahon, get your finger out of your fucking hole, you old wrinkly fucking dingleberry cunt, and actually do something with your goddamn show. And Triple H as well, hope you're fucking watching this. Do something with this show, because this show sucks. I am having a hard time watching this. I have to stay up at 1 in the fucking morning watching your garbage, and I can't. I found the fucking Drunken Peasants more entertaining than Raw, and I'll tell you why, because you all fucking suck. Your wrestlers suck, everyone sucks, and the promo ability sucks as well. You know, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Oh my god, oh, thrilling storylines. Are you gonna win an Academy Award for that, you fucking bellends? I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't care all these people saying that they love this fucking era. Quite frankly, you're full of fucking shit. Go fucking home, lie down, take some painkillers, and sit down, because the whole fucking lot of you are all full of fucking shit. And I swear to God, WJ, I am so fucking angry. I am so goddamn pissed at people saying that this fucking wrestling is great. It is garbage. Get it through your fucking skulls, you morons. It sucks. It sucks.
Dark Horse, you got anything to add in this one here?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to follow that up, but to me, the
General is good. He's fucking prime. He's great. Hey, we gotta do the best we can, Dark Horse.
Nah, I don't have the passion for that no more. But the thing is, the problem with the current product is the booking. You know, you got a guy like Kevin Owens, who is good on the mic. He's good in the ring. You know, he looks like a badass. And what the fuck do? They put him in mid-card. You know, to me, that should be a dude that you're focusing, you know, the world title picture around. You know, he should have the world title, be fighting for the damn title. You got Bray Wyatt. That's another guy that they should be pushing to the main event scene. But instead, what the fuck are they doing with Bray Wyatt? I'm seriously asking, like, what the fuck are they doing with Bray Wyatt? I don't fucking have a clue. You know, I haven't been watching the goddamn show, but I'm pretty sure they ain't doing shit with Bray Wyatt. You know, they try to give Zack Ryder a fucking push. Like, what the fuck's up with that? Quit pushing all of these fucking goddamn jobbers. You know, just quit fucking pushing them. Push the right fucking people. Back in the damn day, they could push the right talent, like The Rock, Austin, guys like that. They push the guys that deserve to be in the fucking main event. Nowadays, they listen to these fucking nerdy-ass, virgin, goddamn, indie-fed jobber fucking fans who don't really have a goddamn clue about wrestling, honestly. You know, you don't know what the fuck to do with wrestling. And to me, that's ruined it. You know, the Daniel Bryan shit, that ruined wrestling for me. And it's put it in a situation that we get what we get now. When I think about Shane McMahon, all the years I asked for the motherfucker to come back, I didn't think, oh, God, I'd like to have him back as a general manager. Shane McMahon, the way that he earned a lot of fans' respect was jumping off the scaffolds, you know, the hardcore shit that he did. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted Shane to come back and run the company, you know, not like a script where he's running the company. You know, Vince is still running the company, and Shane is coming out with that monotone voice. You know, just kind of boring as hell. From the little bit I've seen, boring as hell.
Yes, big time boring.
No fucking passion. Where's the goddamn passion there? There's none. So why should I care?
Can you see me, Jerry? Am I still blurry again like last time?
I can see you, yeah.
Just woke up there, ladies and gentlemen, but that's true. Shane McMahon is fucking boring as the GM. It is what it is. Like Dark Horse said, you know, the guy jumping off the scaffold. You know, Shane McMahon, the heel there, shit like this. I enjoyed that stuff. But Shane coming out with his gray hair and his red shoes, simply saying what's going to happen in the main event there, that sucks fucking cock. It sucks fucking dick. And Jerry, you mentioned the Bullet Club earlier there. You know, it's Festus. For fuck's sakes, a guy that was acting like a big goddamn mongoloid there. Somehow, some way, Festus was able to recreate himself in Japan. Somehow the fans in North America were interested in Festus and some indie guy called Carl Anderson. A very short guy, by the way. Carl Anderson looks way bigger when you see him in indie shows, when you see him on WWE. Motherfucker's short, you know what I'm saying? But somehow people were interested in this. They could have had AJ and the Bullet Club do a real impact. Like you said, Jerry, they completely fucked this shit. You know, AJ Styles, no, I don't want to hit him with the chair. He's too beautiful. What the fuck is this? What happened to cool shit in wrestling? What happened to that? A cool fucking beatdown from a group there. Is it so damn bad to let Roman Reigns get beat up one time? Let him get fucking beat up by the group. Instead, Roman Reigns is dominating the Bullet Club, beating them up, making them look like wimps every week. You had people interested in fucking Festus, for fuck's sakes, and you ruin it. The Usos in the main event, is this the new era, Jerry? What kind of fucking era is this when you have the fucking Usos, a team that's beyond irrelevant, that nobody gives a fuck about? You have the Usos fucking up the momentum of the Bullet Club. What kind of fucking era is this, Jerry?
This is an era of fucking cunts. This is, like, I mean, like you're saying, people were actually invested in the Bullet Club and they've destroyed it. The Usos haven't been irrelevant at all, okay? Not even once. The Usos have not been irrelevant. Nobody likes the Usos. Oh, yeah, but here's the thing, okay? When the Usos returned after one of them got fucking injured, okay? They went down the ring, they debuted, and it was complete silence. Nobody cared. It was completely dead. Everyone was like, who's the Usos? Oh, yeah, I forgot about them. That's what happened. Nobody cares about the Usos being involved. Why is the Usos involved in this? You could have at least had Roman Reigns and the Bullet Club. That's it. Usos, I don't know. Just fucking stick them somewhere on Total Divas somewhere. The Usos haven't been irrelevant at all. Oh, because they're family, man. They're family. Who gives a shit about if they're family or not? And the storyline itself sucks. I am not invested anymore. You killed it. You killed something that was gonna be great on the show, and you killed it. You had a golden, it was a golden opportunity. All you need to do was just fucking throw the ball and away you went. Threw the ball and away you went. But you didn't do it. You messed it up. You complicated things. You wanted to change things up and they messed it up. All they needed to do was AJ Styles hit Roman in a fucking steel chair with the Bullet Club. Boom, there you go. There you go, that's it. But instead, what they've done is they've complicated things, they stuck two irrelevant fucking cunts in that nobody gives a damn about, and they stuck them in, and that's it. And it's a complete waste. You wasted a great story, and the worst thing about this, WJ, is that you can never go back and change that. It's going to be stuck there. How did the Bullet Club return? Well, you know, the Bullet Club talked to AJ Styles. AJ Styles said no. And then the Bullet Club came back again and AJ Styles said no. And he went, I don't want to hit him. I don't want to hit him. And that's how the Bullet Club debuted. Yay. Fantastic. No, they ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined the only good thing that people were looking forward to on your show. And you ruined it. If this is a new era, then what's the point watching the show? There's no point watching it at all.
And it's not a real era. It's just fucking bullshit. Ratings are fucking tanking. Go ahead, Jer.
The thing is, right, is that, see this whole era, right? WWE keep changing their eras nearly every day. They said it was the fucking, what was it, the reality era. Right, when CM Punk dropped the pipe bomb, that was supposed to be the reality era. Then they scrapped that because CM Punk left, and then Triple H came down and said, it's the reality era. So, okay, so that's the reality era. But then, all of a sudden, they're saying, no, forget about that reality era. This is the new era. Can you guys make up your mind? They're trying to be art. They're trying to essentially, the Attitude Era was not artificial. It was something. It came naturally. The golden era came naturally. The ruthless aggression era came naturally. But they're trying to force this new era in, and it's not working, okay? For the love of God, the only way you can create a good era is with a good, solid storyline. And I have not seen a compelling storyline in God knows when. We watch WWE for entertainment. We don't watch it for a bunch of fucking anorexic fucking weirdos jumping and flipping off fucking tightropes and acting like a gimp, like it's a bloody circus show, okay? We don't need any of that. We don't watch it for that. We watch it for entertainment value. I'm not saying that all the small guys are stupid or whatever. I'm saying I'm watching it for a storyline. Okay, that is what professional wrestling is for a storyline for us to check out Raw every week. And the problem is right now, WJ, is this, and Dark Horse as well, it's a complete waste. Whenever Raw back in the day, whenever they did Raw, there was cliffhangers at the end of the show. So when there was a cliffhanger at the end of the show, it gave you incentive to watch the next show. They don't do that. For whatever reason. Raw right now at the end of Raw, and even SmackDown, you know they repeated SmackDown? They repeated Raw for SmackDown? Do you know what they did at the end of Raw? They have a tag match. Oh, there's a winner. Okay, right, so what's compelling the next show? Oh, no, that's it. That's it. So where's the cliffhanger? Major television shows like fucking Breaking Bad or your Game of Thrones, whatever, there's cliffhangers that makes people watch the next show. But they don't do that in WWE anymore. I don't know why. There's no cliffhangers at the end of Raw where you can invest in watching the next show. There's not even a cliffhanger to watch the pay-per-view anymore. They just say, here's a match, so we'll give you a little sample of Raw here, and then that'll watch the pay-per-view. But whenever you watch the pay-per-view, there's no point watching it because they just repeat it on the next fucking Raw anyway. It's completely ridiculous, WJ.
Let me tell you about this new era, Jer. It's a complete fucking facade. Smoke screen, Jerry. A big pile of fucking fakery. Ratings are going down, and I'll get back to what you're saying about the big TV shows there. Ratings are going downhill. Okay? Shane McMahon, let's make WWE great again. Oh, it's a new era. Bullshit. It is not a new motherfucking era. When people want a new era, we want real change. People have been asking for real change. We want fucking blood again. That's what we want, motherfuckers. We want good wrestling, not... Oh, it's a Divas Revolution. We see these matches on NXT. We know that the women can have good wrestling. They get on Raw. What do we get? A fucking minute-long shit fest with Ric Flair. That is not some kind of revolution era of wrestling there. There's nothing new, motherfuckers. It's the same piss-poor wrestling matches. Okay, it's the same fucking shit. Oh, it's a new era. That's a load of fucking crap to try to suck us back in because the ratings have gone downhill. Monday Night Raw, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Fandango, and R-Truth. That's the fucking retard era. It's the same fucking shit, PG, garbage, unfunny fucking crap. There's no fucking good new era anywhere. I don't see a good era anywhere. And you mentioned the big TV shows, Jer. When these big TV shows come on the air there, they get big ratings, don't they? The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Don't they get big ratings for the Super Bowl? But apparently in the fucking world of WWE, big ratings don't matter. Nobody's watching television anymore. Then how come these Walking Dead shows are getting ratings through the fucking roof? How come it's only WWE fans that aren't watching TV anymore? Give me a fucking break. You think people would rather watch a fucking little screen like this on the internet to watch their fucking favorite TV shows? Fuck off there. Okay, the people aren't watching because the show fucking sucks. Calling it a new era is just a fucking cheap way to try to save the ratings, and it's false. It's a big lie. It's still the same fucking shit. Still the same exact shit. Dark Horse, what do you think about this there? This new era?
Well, about the ratings, Vince McMahon had said he's not worried about the ratings, you know, because the ratings are getting low. He doesn't care. And here's what I think. I think they have so many ways of making money now. You know, the WWE studios, profiting off charity, which I find to be absolutely disgusting. But, you know, you can go through the list of shit that they do now where they can make money. You know, we all say if they'd cut back to 2 hours, Raw would be a lot better. The thing is, they're making ad revenue. You know, with that extra hour, they're making a lot more ad revenue. So, I mean, from a business standpoint, they're making a lot of money. And really, I think that's all they care about at this point, because they don't have competition. They don't have a WCW around anymore to push them to their limits. But let me ask you one question to kind of sum a lot of this up. What was Steve Austin's defining moment? And here's a hint: it involved Bret Hart. What was Steve Austin's defining moment when he really got over with the fans?
When he passed out from the sharpshooter, you mean?
Now let me ask you another question. Would he have been as over if in the middle of that you had goddamn doctors running down to the fucking ring with towels in their fucking hands? Oh, well, let's stop the match. We got to stop the match for 5 minutes, wipe all the blood off. No, that would have killed the fucking moment. You know, with Lesnar and Taker last year, I believe it was Hell in a Cell, if I'm not mistaken. Like, how many times did they come down and try to stop that match? Brock finally tossed them out of the fucking way and got in trouble for that shit. But the point is, that shit with them being so worried about their goddamn image is getting in the way of putting on a good product, along with many other things that they're doing the wrong way. Pushing the wrong guys, like I said earlier. Just a lot of shit over the years that they just, you know, it started with Cena. People were booing Cena. They didn't want John Cena as their top guy. And Vince McMahon said, fuck you. And that was a fuck you to all the fans who helped support his ass and help him beat WCW in the Monday Night Wars, all that shit. You know, he pretty much flipped off all his fans, everybody that supported his ass. And that was kind of a trend, you know, now with the Roman Reigns thing. I'm a Roman Reigns fan. But the motherfucker should at least turn heel or should at least do something different. Don't have him fucking talk. You know, people don't want to see that shit. Ratings have gone down with Roman Reigns as the guy.
Big time.
And Vince needs to be way more willing to push a guy like Kevin Owens or a guy like Bray Wyatt and back off this Roman Reigns shit for a while. I mean, because it ain't working, you know? It just ain't fucking working. And that's where they never know when to give up on shit. He's like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to keep trying to push Roman. They'll love him someday. No, they fucking won't. Because I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. That's fucking stupid. Stop saying that shit. I'm tired of fucking hearing it, you know? Like, after the second time, that shit was annoying as hell. Fuck, man.
Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming from a Roman Reigns fan there. The man is losing ratings. You know, when I came online, was it about 2 years ago when Reigns was still in the Shield? Before there was talk of pushing this man. I looked at him. I saw the way that they were presenting this guy. He's The Rock's cousin. I knew then and there, motherfuckers, that they were going to push this motherfucker through the roof. I just knew it. I can sense these things. Not that I'm a big genius or anything, but I could see it looking at him and shit. And I was telling my viewers there, Roman Reigns is going to be bad. They're going to push this guy. He's not ready. He doesn't have the talent of The Rock. These guys, oh, it's okay. Let's treat him like a fucking superstar, even if he's not ready. And later on, he's going to improve. Oh, fuck. He's going to improve. He's going to develop into the new Rock there. 2 years have gone by almost, I think. And the motherfucker still has not improved on the mic. Terrible on the mic. Not terrible in the ring. He's okay in the ring. He's basic. as basic as it fucking gets, to be honest. You know, I've only enjoyed a couple of his matches. You know, we've been through the Cena shit when the other guy does all the fucking work, like the AJ Styles match. It's AJ doing all the goddamn work, the flips, fucking all kinds of shit. Roman Reigns with a cheap fucking spear finish. That shit sucks. That shit is boring. The uneventful finish, we've been through it. 2 years ago, back to my point, I told you guys this guy would suck. He would be bad as the champ. And today, folks, today, the whole fucking crowd hates the motherfucker. He's cut some of the worst motherfucking promos in wrestling history. The Suffering Succotash, the Beanstalk promo. These recent promos, like Dark Horse said, I'm the guy. Okay, this shit is boring. It's not entertaining. Motherfuckers, I was right. To all of you that attacked me there. Oh, you're jealous of his looks. Motherfucker, I'm not a pretty man. I know that. The WJ isn't a pretty man. But this man right here was right. WJ was right. Look at the atrocity that fucking happened with this guy. The man won the belt twice. They had to take it away from him right away. You don't usually see that there. Steve Austin winning his first belt. Let's take it away from him a fucking day later, a week later. They don't do that. It's because the fucker wasn't ready. He's a 3-time world champion. And he's hated by the entire fucking crowd almost. I told you guys this motherfucker would be bad. I told you. And look how bad it is, folks. 2.2 rating. This week, 2.35. This is the day after a pay-per-view. Oh, 2.35. It's better than 2.2. That's true, but it still fucking sucks. The day after a pay-per-view, motherfuckers, a 2.3. After a pay-per-view, people tune in to see the new storylines. They want to see what's going on with the title. They want to see who's the GM with Shane and Stephanie. You know what I'm saying? What do you get the night after a pay-per-view? A 2.3. And it's another Roman main event. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker isn't drawing. He's drawing flies. He's being hated hard by the crowd. And the more that they put it in our fucking face there, oh, this is the guy. You don't like him? Fuck you. More and more and more fans are going to keep tuning out. People don't want to see a guy that's not that good being shoved down our fucking throat. People don't want this there. Come on, man. Jerry, what's your thoughts there? I know you're a fan of Roman. I don't want to put you in a position to bash him there, but...
No, I mean, I liked Roman, but my position was, it's Roman, right? And the thing is that I understand where everyone's coming from. Roman sucks on the microphone. Like you were saying, for example, Roman has not improved on the microphone. He has not improved. He when he talks, he looks genuinely nervous when he's talking, okay? He looks nervous. They got rid, the only good thing cool about him was, you ever seen when he walked his entrance, when he was walking down the ramp? They've done away with that. The only cool thing about him, they've done away with that, and then he comes down like anybody else. He's coming in his fucking army suit or whatever, okay? He's coming down in his army suit. Looks ridiculous. Roman's, he's not great. He's not great. He shouldn't be in the position that he's in now. He's not great at all. I don't like his promo ability. I don't like the storylines that he has been involved in. Has been diabolical, okay? You had Roman against AJ Styles, which on paper looks good, but they ruined it. They ruined it, and they ruin this shit day in and day out. Just when you're getting invested in a storyline, they ruin it, and that's the way WWE has been, and that's the way they always will be. They have ruined shit to a point where I can't even watch it anymore. I could not watch Raw last week. Everyone was wondering, Jerry, where's the Raw review? I couldn't watch. I watched 10 minutes of Stephanie and Shane, which, by the way, I want to say this. I know we're talking about Rowan, but I need to say this. Seeing that pay-per-view, right? Building up to Vince McMahon's announcement. It's going to be amazing. Vinnie Mackey's going to do an announcement. Is it going to be a brand split? No. Do you know what he does? We wait 20 minutes for a promo, and he says, both of you are going to be on Raw. Both are going to be on Raw. So we waited, we bought pay-per-view to see what was going to happen, and they ruined it. And you know, rather than like the Authority take SmackDown or Shane takes Raw, something cool like the Bullet Club storyline, they ruin it. They made us wait 20 minutes to go through a lot of crap about Shane's point of view and stuff. It ain't a PowerPoint presentation, folks. This ain't some type of fucking meeting with these two. The two of them are talking like they're in a business meeting, okay? Oh, we're gonna do a great debate here. No, that ain't it. It's wrestling, okay? Vince McMahon should have said Stephanie and Triple H take over SmackDown and Shane takes over Raw and let them fight against each other. But instead, fucking Vince McMahon once again ruins it and turns around and says, both of you are gonna take on Raw. And rather than them two facing each other, they're being nice to each other. Is this an episode of fucking Cartoon Network? Now they're all fucking pally with each other? It makes no sense. It makes no sense for the storyline, and I hate it.
And it's cheap fucking smiles, nerdy-ass smiles all the time. Dark Horse, what do you think of Shane and Stephanie running Raw together?
I mean, they were, like you just said, they were building up so much heat between the two of them. Like, when Shane first come back, Stephanie was mad. Stephanie was pissed, you know. She was just so fucking mad about it. You know, she didn't want Shane there. And now all of a sudden, she's giving him gifts on Raw. She's happy he's, you know, co-GM when she was the whole time wanted the Authority to be in charge or whatever. I mean, for fuck's sake, they had a match at WrestleMania with Shane and The Undertaker. And that was a stipulation where Shane would be the GM. He fucking loses, and still gets to be GM. It just, honestly, it doesn't make a lick of sense at all. This is why I'm glad I don't watch the shit anymore. You know, it's one less headache for me. But, you know, I don't know. I don't understand it. I think that the highlights I saw from what I did see, it fucking sucks. I don't know, just absolutely fucking sucks.
And where the fuck is Triple H in all this? Isn't
exactly
there a guy called Triple H who was the COO 2 days ago there? And he's not involved in this story anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, how did they write him out of it? They didn't even explain that, did they?
No, not even. Not even a fucking mention of Triple H. Another thing I want to touch upon there is the new indie jobbers there. They're not all jobbers, okay? And I had a funny comment, the indie vanilla midgets that you pretended to like are here and they're boring. You know, it's not a thing that I pretended to like them. Some of these vanilla midgets put on fantastic matches. Great matches. Some of the ability of those guys is fucking amazing. It's like if they defy gravity. Sami Zayn jumping through the turnbuckles, fucking grabbing the guy in a big spinning DDT. You know, very phenomenal wrestling from these guys. Problem is, when they're on Raw, they don't put on phenomenal matches like they do in the indie circuit or even on NXT. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. We've seen these guys wrestle around the fucking globe. Before they went to Ring of Honor, I seen these guys on Canadian wrestling pay-per-views. And back then, Kevin Owens was slim. He was very small, Kevin Owens, back then. And these guys could wrestle their fucking heart out. They did shit that was fucking amazing. Amazing stuff. On fucking Raw, they do not wrestle the same way. They don't. They just fucking don't. It's okay matches. It's good matches, but it's not great matches. You understand? So what you're left with now is a bunch of guys who aren't really pushed well. They're not presented well. It's not, hey, here's a year-long build to who Sami Zayn is. It's just, here's a jobber called Sami Zayn. He has ginger hair. He has a beef with Kevin Owens. Okay, but they're not fucking delivering with the crazy, intense in-ring action like they're fucking able. Apollo Crews. You know, they put this guy on Raw in the last hour. Nobody knows this guy. Did this motherfucker even cut a promo or something to let people know who he is? Baron Corbin, the man who does one fucking move and that's it. One motherfucking move and that's it, folks. Okay, we need more than that. You can't just have guys from the indies wrestling basic matches and expect people, or me personally, to fucking mark out for that shit. You want me to mark out? Give me fucking explosive moves that are gonna make me mark out, not just a fucking basic match there. Will, what's your thoughts?
What's the topic at hand right now? The lack of wrestling on the shows?
Talking the new era right now. I'm talking about the new guys that just came in there. All these new guys that come in with no push and they don't deliver in the ring like they can there.
Yeah, all these guys have dynamic moves, like spectacular moves. Like you were just saying, like you watch these guys in the independents, you watch these guys in Ring of Honor, you watch them in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the matches they put on are 4.5 to 5-star matches every single time out. And they have to have their styles watered down for some god-awful reason to perform on Monday Night Raw, which is the biggest audience you could possibly perform in front of. And you're telling me that you're going to take half of these guys' move sets away from them. You don't see AJ Styles using the Styles Clash anymore. When's the last time you seen a vicious powerbomb? No fucking pile drivers. I mean, for Christ's sake, that's like 85 to 90% of these guys' move sets are, high-risk maneuvers or some type of move that drops you on your head, brain busters, shit like that. Why would you take that away from these guys and have them just everybody doing the same moves in every single match, top to bottom, whether you're a mid-carder, low-carder, or in a main event? It makes no fucking sense to me. And it's robbing the shows of, really good wrestling that these guys are capable of putting on. It sucks.
Cesaro, a man that can wrestle any style. A man that is just incredible. This guy not only has fucking Hercules-style strength, and he's not a big roid guy. He's a slim, natural fucking guy there, strong like a motherfucking horse. This guy can do even more than that. He can jump, he can do anything. What do they do in his matches now? Every 5 fucking seconds, it's an uppercut. Every goddamn 2 fucking seconds, it's uppercut city. You have suplex city. Oh, disarm now. Let's do this for fucking 20 minutes. Oh, a jumping thing. Run like this. The guy can do all kinds of fucking moves there. All kinds of moves. Oh, let's do the twirl around there. A twirl around and uppercuts. The man is packed with moves. He can do all kinds of shit. Why are we getting 2 moves from a fucking ring motherfucking magician like Cesaro? Jerry, what's going on there? Fuck.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Cesaro, again, a great in-ring talent, a fantastic in-ring talent. But again, WWE, once again, they just water this shit down. I mean, wasn't it like he's only been recently doing the Cesaro swing again? Weren't they trying to stop that shit at one point? The only cool thing about him, and because the fans loved it so much, they had to bring that move back. It's like, I mean, it's just ridiculous, and like, I mean, he's such a great in-ring talent, but they just messed it up so much. It's the same with AJ Styles, the Styles Clash, they stopped that shit. There's a lot of those guys' moves that they could have do in the ring that would be absolutely amazing. It would add more to Raw, but they don't do it. They water it down because Vince McMahon, you can't do that because of WWE's image and shit like that. Your fucking wife is not running for an election anymore, Vince. Revert back to where it's actually cool. Revert back to where we'll actually enjoy this shit and actually do something with yourself. Do something with this show. But you keep messing it up. You keep messing it, and you keep messing it, and it's getting to a point where fans are turning around and saying, do you know what? Let's just watch UFC. You know what? Let's just watch something else. That's what it's getting to a point to. There are fans now that used to watch World Wrestling Entertainment, and they're turning around and they're watching UFC because they cannot stand what the way wrestling has become right now. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but WWE, like, there's just no investment. There's no investment, and Cesaro is a great in-ring competitor, and they've messed up his moveset. Like WJ was saying, the uppercuts and shit, it's just repetitive. What am I watching? I just on repeat. And the worst thing is, it's not only that, he doesn't do that in one match, he does it in every single match, and it's not his fault, and it's not these competitors' fault. It's WWE telling them to do this shit, because in WWE eyes, they seem to think that this is actually entertaining and that this is actually good. No, it's not. Listen to the feedback from the fans. Listen to the fans that actually want to give feedback to you. Actually listen to us, and maybe you might have a good product. What I want to see in WWE is good storylines, none of this watered down moveset bullshit, and actually have good segments and promos. They're the three basic things of wrestling, and on all three cylinders you have lacked it. And when people turn around and said that, oh, Shane McMahon's going to come back and he's going to make it great, and it's not Shane's fault, he is involved in a storyline. It's not his fault. Just because you think that Shane McMahon is involved in a storyline, that he's going to change things, that everything's going to be fantastic. No, it's not. No, it's not. He's in a storyline. He is in character mode. He does not have control over WWE. It's Triple H, Stephanie, and Vince McMahon. And those three people need to get that shit sorted, and they need to translate what they are doing on NXT and translate it to Raw, where it's actually great entertainment.
Where the fuck is Finn Balor, people?
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are interested in Finn Balor. Where the fuck is he? You know? And the guy is very small. You know, not the best on the mic, and yet people are interested in this guy. Where the fuck is he? Why isn't he on Raw mixed in with this Bullet Club shit? Where is Finn Balor? Go ahead, Will.
I was just gonna add to what we were just talking about before I mentioned Finn Balor here. Was we all watched Payback, and we saw what happened to Enzo Amore. Now, how did he get hurt? He got hurt just basically being Irish whipped into the fucking ropes where he attempted to slide under and ended up knocking himself clean the fuck out. It wasn't a power bomb. It wasn't a pile driver. It wasn't any type of suplex off the top rope. It was nothing. No brain buster, nothing. Those moves are easy to take, and, you know, if you're a professional wrestler, you should be able to take those moves and, you know, be injury-free. Now, to ban moves like that, saying that they're too dangerous, I mean, look what happened to Enzo. I mean, isn't that proof positive that that's a load of bullshit? Because you can get hurt literally doing anything in that ring. So banning moves is pretty fucking stupid. And again, it's robbing matches of potential for high quality. Where the fuck is Finn Balor? Did he take a trip back to Ireland or something? I mean, where the fuck is this guy? They've been building him up. He dropped the belt to Samoa Joe 2 weeks ago. He was supposed to debut on Raw, from what I understand. They had some tweet or something where he said, I'll see you on Monday night. And I guess he was backstage at that show, but they didn't put him on the goddamn show. Where is he? This is one of the hottest commodities you have. The guy has probably, at this point in time, the best entrance in the wrestling business right now, okay? And matter of fact, I would dare say that his ring entrance, when it is on the big stage, is going to rival The Undertaker's as probably the greatest of all fucking time. You need to debut this guy. The indie fans want him. The casual fans want this guy. He's got a good look. He's not the biggest motherfucker on the planet, but his physique is pretty fucking fantastic. He's got the whole thing. The guy can wrestle his ass off. Another guy that can put on 5-star matches if you allow him to do so. Debut this fucking guy. You're talking about a new era. This could be the guy that leads that new fucking era that you're trying to portray on television. This is the guy.
And what are they going to do with Nakamura? Is he going to be dressed up like a ballerina, hitting people with Kleenex instead?
I fucking hope not. I truly fucking hope not. But if they drop the ball with Nakamura, that will sign the end of fucking WWE as we know it. It will no longer be the same again. And they might as well go out of business if they drop the ball with Nakamura. This is the fucking... He and Finn Balor, I dare say, are the two biggest international stars that they have ever fucking signed. Bar none. Bar fucking none, in my opinion. Those two guys. You can literally build, like, this whole new era fucking angle with those two guys. And matter of fact, why don't you have these two fucking guys feud right off the bat? No build-up, no fucking storyline whatsoever. Have the two motherfuckers come to the ring, do their entrances as they do them, and just have them fucking wrestle. Guaranteed they steal the fucking show. Guaranteed it'll be a match that people are talking about for months and months, maybe years. That's all I got to say about that.
Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, that's the kind of shit people want on Raw, and we want real motherfucking matches from... We want real matches from these guys, you know, not just bring in Baron Corbin. You know, a guy that does one move, you bring in Baron Corbin, it's a new era. He gets beat by Dolph Ziggler on the pre-show. You know, doesn't make much sense if this is a guy you're trying to push there. You know, we get Apollo Crews. Oh, he looks like Bobby Lashley. The motherfucker's 5'8" there. You really think they're going to push Apollo Crews with the history of how they treat black people? You think they're going to push Apollo Crews? Come on there. Dark Horse, you wanted to talk about how they water shit down, you said?
Well, this is where I think WWE is in a lose-lose because obviously you have fans who want more aggressive matches, but when you look back, you know, great example is Chris Benoit, obviously. You know, this motherfucker had the most intense matches that I can remember. But what ended up happening to him, and you know, a lot of concussions throughout his career, a lot of shit, you know, taking chair shots to the head without protecting himself and stuff like that, which is shit we love to see. But it takes its toll on the wrestlers. You know, Daniel Bryan is a more recent example of a guy that was in WWE and kind of, even though they did water him down, he still kept that aggressive style a little bit. And what you're talking about, the repetitive shit, you know, with these other guys, you know, kick with Daniel Bryan, but he still did the flying the dives and shit like that. But look at him now. You know, he's retired. He's you know, he had career-ending injuries and stuff like that, having seizures. So I can see from WWE's standpoint why they want to water down their wrestlers and why they want to water down their matches and stuff like this, and maybe only put on big matches at big shows. But then again, you got to look at their current roster with the watered down shit. How many motherfucking wrestlers are injured? How many wrestlers are out, you know, with injury right now, as we've all talked about before? I'm not keeping tabs, but they have quite a few guys out. You got Seth Rollins, John Cena still out, quite a few other guys. I think the solution to this is not necessarily watering down their wrestlers, is maybe finding a rotation, you know, like, don't work your wrestler so fucking hard, you know, like, give them a little bit of, you know, this guy works, give him a month off, you know, after working a month or something. Work a month, take a month off, something like that. You get the point. But they're overworking the wrestlers, and that's another part of their problem. And it's always been part of their problem. That's why the wrestlers back in the day were taking painkillers, overdosing on painkillers, taking steroids, because Vince likes the big muscular guys. You know, they need to stop overworking their wrestlers. And I think that would solve a lot of these problems. That's just my opinion.
And they bring in all these indie guys. You know what I'm saying?
Small,
It's a
fragile
new
guys.
era. A new era. You know, you're gonna get all these indie wrestlers. Look, we're bringing in Baron Corbin because he's tall, not because he's a good wrestler, Jerry. Because he's tall. That's it. Fuck. They're pushing Big Cass because he's tall. It is what it is. Big Cass, he can talk a little bit with his buddy there, but in the ring he's not that good. But I get it. You need these big guys there to draw ratings or whatever. But here's the deal. They're bringing in the Sami Zayns, the Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, AJ Styles. What do you have at the top? You have Roman Reigns. You know, it's the Roman Empire, boy. You might have some guys that can wrestle, but those guys are going to be on the mid-card there. And Big Roman and his lack of wrestling skills, that's the main event of the future, brother. You know, that's the real star. You might have your little indie guys there, but it's the Roman Empire, and that's just the reality of it. Jerry, what do you think of that there?
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, these indie guys, they're doing whatever they can. They are restricted to what they can do and even what they can say, which is another thing that I have, but I'll get to that in a second. Back to what you were saying there was that these indie guys, they're doing all these flips and stuff. They're working extremely hard. What Dark Horse was saying was that they're making them work so hard that they're being injured. They're complaining about these move sets and shit like that, but at the end of the day, they need to have some of these guys maybe to take some time off so this shit doesn't happen again, right? But at the end of the day, you've got these guys, these great competitors in the mid card, which which to be honest with you, they're messing up in the mid card because these guys, they're just sticking them in random feuds. Baron Corbin against Dolph Ziggler. You got all these throwaway matches that have no meaning, rather than putting the United States Championship on them or the Intercontinental Championship on them, giving them a reason, that for people to actually watch this now. They put them in throwaway matches. They put them in fucking triple threats and fatal four-ways and stuff, and it adds to nothing. And at the top of the fucking ladder, you have Roman Reigns, a guy who's gonna suck, and at the end of the day, when Cena comes back, he's gonna go straight to the top. Indie guys, alright, see you later there. I'm going for Roman, okay? There we go. And you're gonna have Cena, Roman Reigns passing the torch to fucking Roman Reigns, and then that's it. Could you imagine someone in the company watching this stuff and they're watching these guys doing excellent, but then they see fucking Roman Reigns and his shitty mic skills and his idiotic fucking Superman punches and stuff and his spears, and it's not even a good spear. It's not even a good spear. At least if he's going to do a spear, at least then let him demolish him. Goldberg had an amazing spear. But fucking Roman Reigns, it's just... That's what it looks like to me. He's just nudging him. Ooh-ah! He's a moron. He's a moron. He looks ridiculous as well. That army suit looks ridiculous. And like I said, these guys in the mid-card are working so hard to try and reach to the top. Like what Ryback was saying, and I hate to say this, but Ryback has a point. Doesn't matter how hard you work. It's not how hard you work. It's who you know to get to the top. And I hate to say this. That's why Sheamus has won the championship so much. Because he used to be Triple H's fucking fitness buddy. And that is why he is at the top. It's not how hard you work. It's who you know in the business. And that is wrong. That is completely wrong.
Dark Horse, you got any thoughts on this Ryback leaving situation?
Not completely updated on it, you know what I mean? I saw the article, but I don't know exactly what happened, so I can't comment on it.
Well, basically, it's a contract dispute, Jerry, for he wants the copyright of his name to be able to use it, and of course, you don't own your own name in the WWE. You don't even own your own fucking soul in WWE. And basically he's upset, for not making as much money and stuff like this. There, people have less money and other guys get paid more, and you should get the same amount of money for everybody type deal there. And, that's the way it is in wrestling. You got your John Cena's that make all the cash, and the jobbers don't get a penny there. But speaking of John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, this new era with your indie wrestlers there. What's happening on the Memorial Day in the States or whatever? That's the day that Big John Cena returns to the business, boy. That's the day that Big John returns. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your Randy Ortons there. And next year, at next year's WrestleMania, you're not going to get Sami Zayn in the main event of WrestleMania. You're going to get Taker or Brock Lesnar or something like this. They have no faith in these young wrestlers. They're not going to be treated as real main eventers like they were on the indies or whatever. These guys, these indie guys, are stripped. They're stripped of their talent in the ring. That's what happens. That's what you're going to get in the future. They're going to strip these guys. They're going to be relegated to having a couple signature moves like a Daniel Bryan. For those who didn't like the whole Bryan thing, you're going to have a whole bunch of Bryans in the future, small indie guys that aren't allowed to wrestle to their full potential. And those indie guys, most of them have zero personality, like an AJ Styles, for example. Motherfucker can work in the ring, but personality, promo-wise, charisma-wise, they don't have it. Most of these little indie guys don't have that. So what you're going to be left with is a bunch of small guys with no character, with no storyline, who aren't allowed to wrestle to their full fucking potential. Basically, you're going to have the cruiserweight division from WCW. These guys were able to do flips, but they had no stories. This is what you're going to get for the indie heroes, probably. And you're going to get Roman Reigns, boy, at the top of the mountain. That's the best wrestler. Sami Zayn, Muku Kachuchu from Japan, they're going to be at the bottom sucking Roman's fucking dick, and Big Roman will be classified as the best. He's going to be the 55-time world champion in the next 5 years there. And the motherfucker sucks. Your little indie heroes there, this new generation, it's going to suck fucking cock harder than ever before, ladies and gentlemen. Ratings are going to crash. Jerry, any final thoughts on this shit?
I think we've covered mostly everything. Like I said, what I want to see in WWE is good storylines. It's why we watch this product. It's why we look forward to the Raw the next week. We look forward to it for the storylines. That has been my main criticism. Whenever I cover all this shit, one of the things that always comes to mind is the storylines. There is no good storylines at all. I don't know why, but they just don't invest anything. I don't know whether it's the creative writers or whatever. These creative writers are writers for fucking reality TV shows or whatever. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it's diabolical, and quite frankly, they can go fuck themselves. And I am sick, sore, and fucking tired of WWE messing up everything. There's just no solid story. All I just want is a good storyline for me to watch Raw the next week. That's all I want, a cliffhanger. For The Walking Dead, you think, oh yeah, they make peace. All right, tune into the next episode. No cliffhanger so you can watch the next show. That's what Raw needs to do. You know, it's very basic storytelling. The reason why we watched wrestling for Stone Cold Steve Austin, for when Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin were feuding with each other, there was always a cliffhanger at the end of Raw so you could watch it the next week. They don't do that anymore. For whatever reason, they have a fucking tag match. Whoever wins, wins. They celebrate in the middle of the ring. All right, guys, tune in to Raw next week. Oh, yeah, but why should we tune in? Like, you just won there. Oh, no, but something's going to happen. Don't worry. It's just ridiculous, and that's what I want to see in terms of these indie guys. Like I said, they're great, they're talented, but they have the charisma of of this table in front of me right now. They have the charisma of that table. Get them up to par where they're actually entertaining on the microphone, where people can actually thoroughly enjoy them. Roman as well. I mean, Roman, he hasn't charisma. I mean, I would even say some of these indie guys probably have maybe more charisma than Roman. Roman just looks like a complete deadpan. He's like this fucking wall in front of me here. He has the charisma of this wall, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't understand what the hell they're doing. They're all over the place. That's the thing. Focus on one thing, WWE, because at this rate, like, I'm going to say this, WJ, this is just after Mania. Imagine when the football season kicks in. Imagine when the football season kicks in and we have to see this. You said yourself we're going to see a 1 rating. And I predict this year or maybe next year, you're going to see a 1 rating if they continue to do this. Because it's going to get ridiculous. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. The WWE Network subscribers are there and shit. Bitches, you fucking don't even have the Raw on the WWE Network. You have to wait a month to watch it. And now WWE, out of the blue now, have said that you have to pay a premium price now to watch Raw on the WWE Network. How about you go fuck yourselves? How about that? I ain't fucking paying shit. I've already paid enough for this WWE Network. I ain't paying more to watch Raw, to watch your shitty-ass product when people can just watch it on television. You know what I mean?
$5 to watch a shit show like that? Fuck you. Hey, if I had to pay, I wouldn't watch it. Fuck that shit.
I mean, premium. And the worst thing is, WJ, is that WWE have advertisements on their network. When you pay for Spotify, a music streaming site, or you pay for whatever it is, there's no advertisements when you pay for that product. Oh, there's a premium thing. Yeah, but is there still going to be advertisements in it? Oh yeah, obviously there's going to be still advertisements. What the hell's wrong with WWE? They can't get the basic foundations. They're trying to act like the cool kids and trying to be like Netflix and Hulu and everything, but they suck on every level. They suck on every level, and I don't understand what the hell they're doing. SmackDown as well. Can I just say this? SmackDown, for anyone who doesn't know, I do SmackDown Spoilers, and I review SmackDown most of every week, but I'm even having a very hard time watching it right now because basically SmackDown is a hangover from Raw. It's basically Raw watered down, and Raw's already watered down as it is, and SmackDown there's no point watching it. And I used to love SmackDown. I remember when Jeff Hardy against CM Punk, it gave the incentive to watch SmackDown. They don't have their own little storylines on SmackDown, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You can literally skip SmackDown and just watch Raw. In fact, I would even argue, and I would even say this, is that if you watch Raw a day after a pay-per-view and watch the Raw just before the next pay-per-view and watch the pay-per-view, you wouldn't miss anything. You don't need to see all these Raws because it's unskippable. They just repeat everything. What they're going to do in the next, I'm going to predict this. Watch this. In the next few weeks on Raw, you're going to have Roman and AJ Styles talking with each other. They're going to talk, yeah, man, but you hit my family. Yeah, but you hit my family. Oh, and then it's going to get in a feud. You're going to have them two face each other, and then Roman Reigns is going to win the next pay-per-view. It's that predictable. I'm like Mystic Meg here. I can see into the future right now, and I can see that shit. What's the point watching it? There's no point. And as for Extreme Rules, I mean, Extreme Rules has been irrelevant for fucking, what, how many years? What's the point having Extreme Rules if you ain't gonna have blood? The pay-per-view is called Extreme Rules. For God's sake. You know what I mean? Are we gonna just see a repeat of the Brock Lesnar-Dean Ambrose match at Mania? Is that what we're gonna see? It's just ridiculous, WJ, but that's my final thoughts right now.
It's all going to be a bunch of rematches, matches we've already seen, fake, hardcore matches with a chair shot to the back. We got a planned headshot the other day. Imagine that. And that was one of the best moments of the show, someone getting hit by a goddamn plant. That's what you're going to get. It's going to be Ambrose and Jericho hitting each other with a plan. This is extreme! Extreme rules here, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Horse, any final words?
Well, to what Jerry was saying about the cliffhangers, I think a pretty good cliffhanger to have ended Payback would have been maybe have Roman Reigns join the Bullet Club, have him turn on AJ Styles and help Roman Reigns win, and then that would kind of put Roman Reigns against the Usos. I mean, it may not be the best idea, but that would have been something interesting that probably would have got people talking, you know what I mean? And that's the problem, is they don't do anything anymore that gets people talking because nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares that Shane comes out, restarts the match, Stephanie comes out, restarts the match, because they're making the main event about the general managers of Raw. The main event shouldn't be about Shane and Stephanie. The main event should be about the world title. You know what I mean? And when you take away from the world title, it kind of devalues it.
Exactly right. Fuck the main event. They have Stephanie or Shane come out, and then Stephanie comes out, booked around some shitty ass fucking garbage feud between the McMahons. The McMahons can fucking. They can have everybody there. They can bring back Linda McMahon. They can fucking bring their cousins on the fucking show, the fucking McMahon cousins or something. It's not fucking helping the ratings. The ratings are fucking going down. So far, this new era sucks. I'm watching Raw. It's the same shit, but a couple indie guys that aren't doing that great there at the moment. And it's going to be Cena City and the Roman Empire in a couple weeks there. So, if AJ Styles wins the belt, if a guy like this wins the belt, it's going to go right back to a Roman or a fucking Cena, shit like this. You might even get Triple H title reigns again in the future, maybe another McMahon reign or something. So, Jerry, you want to plug your channel and then I'll end it?
Yeah, you can check me out. Just type in General Jerry and the channel will pop up, or just www.youtube.com/General Jerry. Check me on Twitter as well at JerryRoss2K9, and I also have my own Facebook called Jerry General. So you can check me out on Facebook. I have my own Facebook now for YWC kind of related stuff, so you can friend me. I add most people on there, and shit like that. So yeah, and once again, great show, WJ. All that ranting.
Yes, and that's Jerry with a G.
Yeah,
with a J there. Dark Horse, you want to plug your page?
Dark Horse Effect TV on YouTube. DH Danielson on Facebook, and that's it.
And you got youtube.com/WCWTV as well. People can go watch there. And yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The new era still fucking sucks. WWE sucks. The whole fucking system sucks. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.